Welcome to Good Vital Mornings. Daily inspiration and that good music. Yes. Good Vital Morning. Daily inspiration and that good music. I'm your boy, your cousin, your big unk, all that, a bag of chips and a 50-cent juice. I am he and he is me, Mr. PL Sweets, here to bring you that daily inspiration, morning motivation right here on the Good Vital Mornings podcast. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I get the weekends off, but you got 3 days of inspiration. You have 3 days to be inspired. But the great thing is so much content. We have over 250 episodes. So why don't you go peruse that, like, share, comment. If you're watching, make sure that not only do you subscribe, but you get notified. As our listeners are growing, I'm really excited. Getting a lot of love on the shorts. So if you're on YouTube or you see it on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or in stories, hey, listen, why don't you copy and share that too? Because, it strengthens numbers and it allows us to bring you more great content, to kind of be more on location, to grow out the team. So I'm very excited that you took part of your day to share with me. And head over to repurposenetwork.com for a collection of podcasts that will bless your life. My mom, I know I mentioned my mom a lot. I sound like Shannon Sharp, right? My mama said, my grandmama say, my mom would say to me, sometimes you have to teach people how to love you. You got to teach people how to interact with you. And it's important that you know that. But I got the perfect song. Yeah. Talk to him. Yeah. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. If you are listening, I am showing on the screen the cover to the 1979 Chic album by Chic. Produced by Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards, rest his soul. They were like the premier team in the late 70s. And the reason why this record has so much significance to me, actually, not the song, but this album, because it was a record on this album that my sister actually bought 2 copies when I first started DJing. She bought me, my first records was Le Freak by Chic, and it's on this record. And so it has a warm spot in my heart because this is the records I learned to DJ on. It's facts, super facts. My first records was La Freak by Chic. Now, this album dropped in 1979, recorded in 1978, dropped at the top of the year, almost January 29th, it dropped. And this was their second studio album. And it featured on the lead vocal, Alpha Anderson. Now, those of you who probably don't know, if you watch the Luther Vandross documentary, you'll see that Nile Rodgers mentioned Luther Vandross, and Luther Vandross is all over the backgrounds of this song. And when he said that, I listened back to the record. I said, "Oh, I can hear his tone on that." Amazing. And this time, Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards, they were producing Everybody. I mean, I Want Your Love became number 1 on the Billboard dance charts, number 5 on the Hot R&B hip hop charts in 1979. I should tell you, hip hop records, right? 1979. It spent 19 weeks on top of the Billboard Hot 100. Amazing. You know, music stands the test of time. And it's duly noted that the Sister Sledge, they were slated to record the song. Matter of fact, their background vocals are still on this track. So they thought that this was going to go on their album. But now Bernard Edwards said, how about you take this record? Huh? Hey! Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 What a nice problem to have. What a nice problem to have. To be able to say, all right, you know, how about we're going to keep this for ourselves, but we're going to give you this. That's amazing. That's truly amazing. Just like the song title, I Want Your Love. It's clear. It's direct. It basically says, this is the energy I desire. It's a confident declaration of what's desired. Now, this is not just about romance. It could be in just your friendships, your relationships. You know, partnerships, business. You have to be clear about what type of love, respect, and support you want. People can only meet your expectations if you express them openly. You know, if you want to really find out about yourself, live with somebody. You want to find out about somebody else, hey, live with somebody. Because when you put two family dynamics together to create an original one, you bring two dynamics together and you find out what you both don't like. That's in business. That's in everything. So when you run against something that's a non-negotiable, like we can't deal with that, or I prefer we not do that, or we can negotiate. Negotiation is a part of I want your love. I want your support. I want your respect. It's a part of that. So just like the groove of the song and the passionate delivery that emphasizes the beauty of seeking a real connection, wanting love and support from others is not just about receiving. No. This ain't just about you. It's about building genuine, mutual relationships. Building genuine, mutual relationships. What does that mean? That means you got to be intentional about surrounding yourself with people who reflect the energy you give. Who reflect the energy you give. Now, you could say, yeah, opposites attract. Yeah, they do. But opposites negotiate. Right? And on top of that, in partnerships, you learn from each other how to grow together. You learn skills, perspective, view from each other. I want your love, respect, and support you learn inside of the journey of I want this from you. You could then in turn say, I want that from you and you want this from me. The song isn't about being one-sided, right? The best relationships in your life, I guarantee you, that thrive, that grow, that expand, they thrive when love and respect and appreciation flow both ways. If you want loyalty, encouragement, and honesty from others, you be sure to offer the same thing in return. If you go on social media and you look at some of these relationship shows, what you bring to the table, what you bring to the table, what you bring to the table. It's so distinct. I want a man that he got to make 600,000. He got to make $3 million a year. Sometimes it's not about money. It's about love, respect, care, sacrifice. All those things can be communicated in a mutual relationship. Now, let me tell you something about relationships. Relationships are not always 50-50. There's sometimes you're 70, he or she is 30. Sometimes it's upside down. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes, what if you have a partner that just got sick? I remember when I was going through my cancer scare, I was in the bed. I was in the bed. That was a 99-1. When my wife went to the hospital, it was a 99-1 on my end. All of these things play out in I want your love. I want your respect. I desire your support. So what do you want? You would hear these preachers back in the days, name it and claim it, name it and claim it. What do you want? What do you want for yourself? What do you want in your relationships? What do you want in your business? If you want loyalty, you want encouragement, you want honesty from others, like I said earlier, be sure to offer the same thing in return. Go both ways. Hey, you go be great today. You go be amazing today. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, review, copy this, send it to a friend. And I'm going to say it like my good friend Corrado always says. Be good to yourself.